What's up, guys? It's Quicksilver here, and today I think is going to be Project Day. Might be a good name for this video. I'm going to try and get a whole bunch of stuff done that I've been talking about for a while. I think I'm finally going to try and build my enchanting table setup. I think maybe it'll be time, depending on iron, to get the Minecraft elevator, or Minecraft, wow, minecart elevator put in place here. And then I've also got a lot of caves that I need to get lit up around here. So I don't know if you guys know how to make a vanilla Minecraft X-ray machine, but I'm about to show you how. First thing to keep in mind when you're building one of these is that they can only see through solid blocks. So a good place to build it is like right here against this cliff face, which is rather handy since it's already kind of naturally occurring. Actually, I think this is going to be perfect for it. Anyway, so what we're going to do is you need basically a 3x1 channel where you can surround yourself with some dirt. So we're going to put 2 sticky pistons there. I'm going to put 2 glowstone here. Then behind me, I'm going to get my other redstone and stuff here. Behind me, I'm going to throw down those 4 blocks of dirt along with that 1 block of dirt. I'm going to throw a lever on it. And then I'm going to take my redstone and I'm going to wire it over to these pistons. And I think that looks about right. So as long as I've done anything right, when I hit this lever, it should shove, should shove both glowstone blocks over here. So the way this thing works is when we hit this lever, the glowstone is going to get shoved on us. And because glowstone is not considered a solid block in Minecraft, much like the glass blocks, we are not going to suffocate in them, which is good for us. But the nice little side effect is it lets us see through solid blocks, so we can see where all the caves are that I need to light up. So just looking to our left here, we can see there's obviously some stuff down there I still need to light up. You can see a bunch of the stuff that I've already lit. Way down deep, man, it looks like way down deep. There's a bunch of stuff there, kind of curving around over here. Incidentally, there's my mob trap. Whoa, you can see there's a bunch of mobs in there already. So, wow, that's a good thing. So they'll get dropped down there. That's kind of cool. You can actually see how it works. There's a bunch getting shoved into the water trough right now. So beautiful. Anyway, we'll just up the efficiency of that even more when we finish lighting up these caves. So yeah, anyway, you can see there's a lot of work that I've still got left to do. Yeah, so anyway, that is what an X-ray machine does and how to build one. Now to get out of this thing, because you're stuck in here between these pistons, the nice thing is, again, you can't hit this, I'm right clicking right now, I cannot hit that lever. But the nice thing is, because these blocks are not considered solid, if I jump, the game will just push us right up and out, and then we can turn it off. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this thing in place because I have a feeling I'm going to need it to check my work and make sure I haven't missed any caves. But in the meantime, let's go on up here and I'm going to see what our little mob farm is looking like really fast. I don't know if the mobs are still swimming up here or if they've already come on up, but oh yeah, we got a couple of them made it up here, it looks like, anyway. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take these guys out, and then thank you, sir. Then I'm going to go ahead and I guess lighten up some of those caves that were down there. I'll probably do that off camera just in the interest of time. I don't think it's super cool for you guys to watch me run around and cave. Let me know what you think. I'm kind of torn on the whole caving thing. On one hand, I think some people might enjoy that. On the other hand, I don't know if it was me. I think I'd probably fall asleep or at least skip through the video. So I will spare you guys, but let me know what you think. Leave comments, whatever. If you play on Weaver with me, obviously you can talk to me there. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cut this here, and I will be back once we've got some of those caves lit up, and I'll show you some other stuff. Okay guys, I think I'm done lighting up caves for a little while. Man, I'll tell you what, I think I've said it before, but I will say it again. This world is Swiss cheese. I've was at it for probably about 2 hours of just solid lighting caves, and I found this one cave complex. I don't know if I've found the end of it yet or not. Anyway, I thought I would take a break, and like I promised earlier, I think I'm going to go ahead and get the enchanting room built. So I think my goal with this, I was going to try and build it in here. I think I'm still going to do that, but I think I'll leave this decorative element over here, and then I think I'm going to knock this stuff out and connect it to, actually hang on a second, I don't know if it's picking it up on you guys then or not, but those zombies underneath me are obnoxious. So anyway, I think I'm going to pound through this wall, probably build up a block or something and then actually build an external structure that just kind of connects to this little mob grinder temple thing, and put the enchanting setup over there so it'll be connected to this. There you go. As you can see, I do have some better spawn rates in the mob spawner now, which is a good thing. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started with that. I guess first things first, I'll go ahead and get this water out of here, and I'll tackle the fire next. Yeah, you can probably tell I've got I hate when that happens. I'm probably going to try and stick with a similar theme here once I get through, just because obviously the oak floors are going to work well. I mean, I toyed around with a couple of different options as far as how I wanted to build this. Was thinking maybe I would try and build the enchantment setup in the ceiling, but after kind of goofing around with that a little bit, I couldn't really find anything that I really liked. So I think I'm just going to stick with a simple in the floor kind of a setup and not really monkey around with it too much. Old reliable kind of a concept. So I'm going to go ahead and get some of this stuff banged out here. And oh, hello, I forgot. Oh man, that's what we call a screw up. Okay. Definitely going to be building this up high. So alright, oh, I gotta get that out because that's actually part of one of my spawning pads. That's the nice thing about this, you're not too low off the ground there, as I can at least do stuff like that. I just gotta be careful because obviously I forgot what was down there, and it's not a very nice friendly place. So I'm going to go ahead and bang some of that stuff out. Yeah, and I think this is going to be the last level of it, maybe down low, because I don't think I can get my drops back from down there, at least not safely. So I think I'm going to probably build up a level here, and then the actual enchantment setup I can build down a little lower. Yeah, so this is a lot better, as you can see, a lot better spawn rate in the mob chamber. So I'm pleased with that. So I feel a little better about spending 2 hours and getting lost in the caves. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and chop some of this stuff out, and I will probably, just in the interest of time, I'll do a little quick vignette. I'm not sure if those are obnoxious or not to people. They feel a little weird to me, but again, let me know if you hate them. But I think it probably lets you see the build process without showing you every second of the chopping of the blocks. So I'm going to go ahead and get this into little vignette mode, and I will slow down once I start actually doing some building versus just clearing out some areas here. Okay guys, I'm back. I think I've got the space cleared out now, so I think at this point I'm going to go ahead and start blocking in my walls here. Since I want this to kind of feel underground, and I guess technically it kind of half is underground, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stick with kind of the blocks that I had in here. I'm not going to worry about trying to build windows into it, at least not yet. Once I get this framed in, I may try to go back and do that, but that is usually how I work. Is I will get I have a rough idea in my mind, and I'll start shaping it in kind of here. And then once I actually have it shaped in, then I may kind of go back into it and change a couple things about it. First of all, I want to make sure I've got enough room. I'll throw in some wood steps here so they'll blend. You know, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll throw in some of these stone block fences, wow, stone block steps, just because they'll maybe break the space up a little bit. Man, you know what? I'm going to actually turn my volume all the way off because the spiders down here are driving me nuts. I think they're tracking me through the floor, so they're not despawning. Well, they're not getting pushed into the current. They're hanging out on the ceiling and just making a general nuisance of themselves. So I'm going to go ahead and actually, I think I'm going to knock out this back wall. And before I throw my actual wall up, I'm going to actually make sure I've got enough room and that I'm centered on where I want to place this enchanting setup. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the center. Yeah, this is the center of the room. So I want to kind of line up with that. So I think if I do it this way, this will give me enough room. Yeah. Basically what I'm laying out right here with the dirt blocks is representative of the bookcases. They'll be actually in the floor, and I'll have my enchanting table here. But wanted to make sure that I like that as far as positioning goes, and I think I do. So actually, you know, I'm going to bring it one more block back so that I'll have a little walkway around behind this that's not just the shelves. I think that's going to feel better overall. So, and I get to redo my lighting out here, so gotta like that. So yeah, usually what I was saying before I started laying out my roughed in enchanting table area, I like to kind of lay out my areas, and everything's kind of boring and basic right now, so I've got just, you know, the smooth walls in there with no character to them or anything like that. But what I will do is once I have all this in, I will go ahead and I'll start adding in some character to them. So, because smooth walls are, well, as I said, in my opinion anyway, smooth walls are pretty boring. So that's why I like to add in features and weird blocks and things like that, just to kind of break the space up visually so it doesn't look quite so drab. And I've also probably got to be thinking about what this is going to look like outside. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Although, you know what, I do want to figure out how I want to do my ceiling here, because that might be something that I kind of like the idea of making this thing look like it's half submerged in dirt. Yeah, it doesn't really tell me anything, does it? But I'm not entirely sure if I build a... Oh yeah, wow, that's actually pretty... It sits pretty far back. I don't think I'm going to see this at all from my base unless I build up something. So yeah, maybe I will let this be kind of sunken into the ground. Maybe kind of look like the ground is, you know, nature is reclaiming what somebody built a long time ago. So I'm going to try and keep some consistency. Man, sorry guys, music is pretty loud too. I'm going to try and keep some consistency with how I've built the other things here, so just looking really fast. Looks like I'm going to need some stone slabs, or stone half slabs, and I'm going to need some steps so that I can build out the ceiling over there. And it just so happens I brought some building materials with me. You'd think I planned that. So let's get some of these guys in place. Yeah, that's probably going to give us enough. Yeah. Hopefully. Yeah, probably not, but yeah, it's a start. We're going with it. Now the only thing I'm concerned with is, yeah, the sun's starting to go down, and I really don't want to have a big gaping hole in the ceiling that any old mob can kind of wander into. So let's see if we can do some speed building, if there is such a thing. Maybe it'll be an Olympic event. Yeah, can you tell it's late here? I'm inventing Olympic events for Minecraft. Somebody in Mojang can make that happen, right? Let's get that guy going. Yeah, maybe that's okay that that's kind of half. Now, I don't know, I'll figure something out on the inside of this thing too. Like I said, I just want to get this roughed in so we don't have any nasty visitors. And actually, I might try and just run this flat on top. Maybe give a little more of kind of an Asian influence, because I don't want this to get too tall, and I think with this space this could really get kind of peaky, and that would look out of place, I think. So, what the heck? Stone bricks. Okay, one of these things is not like the other, but I don't know what. I guess the good news is I don't have to, as long as they'll play nice. Yeah, they'll play nice. Good deal. Get some more half slabs, because I think I'm going to need, well, I'm definitely going to need those if I'm going to do the roof as I plan to do. 44, that might be enough. I get a few more of those. I'll use them on the inside, if not on the out. Alrighty, let's get a look here. Oh, sun's going down too. I'll have to maybe make this kind of quick. Okay. So I think, yeah, I'll do that, and maybe I can get this built in really fast before the sun totally sinks low and we start getting mobs. Although it's probably pretty dark inside here too. No, I've got a friendly little torch in there. Ooh, that one's kind of weird. Never fails. Alright, well, looks like I'm out of stone and night is falling. So I am going to go, oh yeah, I'm going to run back over across the bridge and sleep really fast and get some more stone so we can keep building. Okay guys, so I've got some more stone. I think I'm kind of starting to like the way that looks. Yeah, it's actually working out pretty well. I like the way that dirt kind of creeps up over part of this, but you can still see kind of part of the complex peeking out on the side there. I think that's kind of neat. Looks like some of my mobs despawned. Had a couple of creepers in here too, so we're just going to take these guys out and worry about the rest later. Man, 32 levels. Not too shabby. Man, I will tell you that, when I was doing my cave lighting over there, whew, man oh man, it's Swiss cheese, which is frustrating, but at the same time, I got a lot of loot out of it, man. I think something like 4 stacks of iron. I mean, I lost track of the coal. Just a ton of resources, just in general. So, I guess that's one good thing about lighting caves, although it is frustrating as hell. Can't jump on there. Actually, this is, cool. Half slabs. Half slabs and stairs. No mobs can spawn there. Yep, excellent. So this rooftop should be pretty mob-free. Last thing I want to do is encourage any of those guys to show up down here. Hello, looks like I missed some XP before. Okay, now that it's dark in here. Some kind of weird lighting things happening here. I'm not sure I'm a fan of that, but we'll worry about that later. Yeah, I like the reclamation thing happening here, but this looks kind of janky in here, so I'm going to knock out all this dirt and kind of see where the chips fall, because I definitely am going to need to get a ceiling of some sort in here, and I'm hoping, and it looks like I might be right. I think that, I think we're going to be good as far as not having any gaping holes that we got to worry about patching up on the ground level either here, so this is a good thing. Yeah, I'm liking it so far, although I think, I'll leave this like a kind of a support thing in here, but I think I'm actually gonna have to knock this dirt out too, so hopefully that's not going to cause any problems. Get these little weird guys out of here. Feels a little dark here too. I'm going to throw some more torches up. Yes, I'm paranoid. Yep, there we go. How did I know? I knew we'd open up to the sky. So okay, so we'll have a little more exterior work to do as well. I do think, I think to stay consistent, I'm going to keep these really wide blocks on the side. And there. And then the guys over here. Not too shabby. And then half slabs. You know what? I took my ceiling too high out here. Okay, so I guess I've got to knock all this out. Yeah, I'll have to knock all this out and lower it down one. Although, is that going to be weird in here? No, that's going to be fine in here. Okay. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do that, I guess, off camera, so you guys don't have to watch that. So I'm basically just going to lower this ceiling down one level, so there's nothing super exciting that's going to happen here. But I will do that, and then I will be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah, it looks like somehow when I knocked the ceiling out, I became short by 4 tiles. So, anyway, no big deal, but I thought I would come back in here. It is almost nighttime outside. I think I'm probably going to have to light that up now because it's, I think it's exactly a half a block lower, but let's find out. This, I don't think I have a problem with how it turned out, because, yeah, I'm going to have to light this. The block level, I think it just makes this roof a little sleeker, and I think that's kind of the look that I was going for. I think from afar it's going to look, I think it'll look just fine. I mean, if you can even see it. So it's going to be a really slight difference as far as how that drops down. But, yeah, I do like how this has turned out internally here. Let's get a torch in the middle here. So yeah, I think at this point, oops, there we go, I guess not at this point. I was going to go ahead and start doing the floor, but since I have these weird blocks here, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Get those fixed. And I think since I have a roof on here, I'm not too worried about nighttime outside. as long as nobody comes in through the front door, which I still need to resolve how I want to handle that, but have a couple of thoughts on it, but I'm not sure which one I want to pursue yet. I've created like kind of push button lava moats where I could have like a bridge that might pop up of smooth stone here when we hit a button that would be over here, and then we'd have another one in here that would both go to a T flip-flop, so we could raise and lower this thing and let lava flood across, so I wouldn't have to worry about anybody coming in. Alternately, I could maybe try and do something with this ceiling, which obviously I have a lot more room up there than what you can see here, and I could maybe try and make some piston pushers come down from the top as well as the bottom, and get kind of a little weird door in here that would have a little slit for a window in the middle. So I'm not sure yet. I think I'm kind of leaning toward the piston door concept more so than a lava moat. Just, I don't know, maybe I've just built too many of them, but it would feel a little out of place, I think, here. So I think my goal right now is probably just to go with the double piston door there, but who knows? We'll see. Like I said, I think about these things a lot and then kind of change my mind 14 different times until I actually start building it. So if you guys have any thoughts on it, again, let me know. Leave a comment and let me know what you're thinking. And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and lay this floor in here. I don't think I'm going to have enough wood, but that's okay, because I have plenty back in the base. But anything's better than the nothing that's in here right now, right? I'm not going to worry about that yet. Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe we'll build some storage in the walls here, because as it stands right now, we're fine on drops in here from the mob trap. But as I continue to run around in light caves, I'm definitely not done with that project, unfortunately. But I think as I continue to do that, our efficiency is just going to continue to go up and up and up here. So I think we want to make sure that we have plenty of room to store all this stuff. Alright, I am going to go back and get some more wood so we can finish out the floor in here. Maybe get some steps in there, and then we'll start trying to decorate this thing and make it look a little cooler than just a big square room. Be right back. Okay guys, so I'm coming back now. Went ahead and slept while I was at it, just so we don't have to worry about anything over here. Grabbed a little food, and my little Minecraft guy's got a full tummy and ready to build. So let's finish knocking out this stuff and getting our floor in. And we'll see what we have. I kind of forgot. One of the things that I've been trying to do more is use my resources a little more efficiently. And probably what I should have done with this floor is thrown in half slabs for it, because you can get twice as many out of the same material. Whoa! Are you kidding me? Haha. Okay. Well, there we have it. There's a problem with the front door. Who misses Creeper Heel? This guy. Yeah, the Weaver server that I play on actually has a feature on it, if you're not familiar with it, called Creeper Heel, which is just an unbelievably nice thing that basically anytime a creeper explodes, it automatically fixes itself. So, missing that when stupid things like that occur. Oops. Yeah, we don't use an axe to chop out dirt. I knew that. And I really did. So yeah, okay, well, at least it wasn't too bad. The damage that guy did could have been a lot worse. Well, I guess that's fair. As many of his brothers that we were killing in the mob trap over here. Unabashedly, I would add. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to go ahead and drop my bookcases in here so that we can feed, and if you'll notice, obviously they blend right in with the floor, which is gorgeous. I like that. Should have plenty of them, plus. So, actually, looks like I didn't have plenty plus, but I do have enough stuff still to be able to make my enchanting table. So, I'm going to go ahead and bang this stuff out of here. Get my torch over on the side. Make it a little symmetrical here. Probably don't need that one in the back. That's kind of a waste. But back in this corner. Yeah, why not? I'll probably move these things around while I'm figuring out the light levels in here, but for now, last thing I want is one of those little jerks to spawn in here. I think, for startsies, I'm going to do something a little different with the floor here, just so it doesn't quite look like the rest of everything else. Again, one of the things I find when you're doing builds is, whoa, hello, too much of the same material starts to look a little funky. So I'm going to break this up, bring the wall texture back in down here, which hopefully will give a pretty good design complement to things. And at that point, I think we are ready at long last to finally throw in our, well, create and throw in our enchanting table. Haha. Except that little jerk destroyed my crafting table. Oh well, at least they're not expensive to make. Let's throw that on the wall, just in case he wants to do it again. So there we go, and enchanting table 101. Throw that guy there, and if I've done everything right, we should have level 30. Yep, excellent. So we have some level 30 enchants. I'm a big diamond guy, so I'm probably not going to bother with enchanting any of the cruddy materials that I have now, but lo and behold, I'm a happy camper on that. Alright, let's see if we can't get this place looking a little cooler now. Throw some steps over here first of all. Again, just to kind of break up the space. I kind of like the way that looks. Let's see if we can't add a little more interest to them by throwing in some different materials. Too much is bad, but a little bit can look kind of cool. So there's 2 away from that, 3 away I guess really, so 2, then a wooden step. I don't know. I think it's probably too much wood. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick with what I had. I think breaking up the wood texture of the floor is probably a good idea here. So alright, there's that. Now, how do we make these walls look a little better? I could throw some paintings in there, but let's see if we can't do something else first here. First of all, let's go for some functionality. Let's get some storage in place. So, I'm going to make a whole bunch of chests here. I say a whole bunch, probably not a ton of them. So there's 2 double chests. And not even... Yeah, man. Tell you, chests eat up wood, don't they? So 2 double chests. Maybe we can go for 3 or 4. Let's see if we can go for 4. 7. I need 1 more. Yeah, I just happen to have 8 blocks. That's perfect. Okay, so let's see if we can't find a good home for those. I'm thinking dunk dunk and dunk dunk. Actually, let's throw that one. Let's move those guys down 1. This will give us room to store books. It'll give us room to store our mob drops. We'll have a whole lot of use for these guys. I think this is right where I had it, but yeah, that's good enough. Maybe I'll throw a trap chest in between them at some point, so we can get even more out of there if we start to run out of room. Although I guess I could just build vertically too, but I don't know, we'll figure something out as it reveals itself. Alright, so there's that. You know, but one thing about building in Minecraft, if you want things to be symmetrical, which I'm a big fan of, you want to build in odd numbers. So if this was an even numbered room, which, you know, I didn't even count this out, it very well could be, which will drive me nuts down the road. Yeah, anyway, to not lose my train of thought too much, if you leave 2 blocks in between something, you better want to put 2 blocks in it to fill it if you want things to look like they center. If not, you can do something like this, leave those 3 in between, and at that point you can actually have a one block as the actual center of your wall. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, well, I don't know, leave me a message, let me know, but I think what I am finding out now is, yeah, I do have an even numbered room, which is going to drive me crazy, but actually no, that's right. So I'll just make this a little wider is what I'm going to do. And I'll just move that 1 chest that's kind of a weirdo. Oops. I'll move that one chest over here. Actually over a little further here. Which is a little better anyway because I didn't like how that was sitting right at the edge of the steps. So I think this is going to be a good thing. Yeah. You know what? I'm probably going to have to use... Yeah, I hate that. You can't mix your half slabs together, which kind of sort of sucks. But you know what? I can live with it. So I'm going to have to use my other half slabs at the top there. But again, I think that'll be okay. That's again just going to look... Yeah, doesn't look too bad. Alright, now... I think this supports look a little weird. Is that better? Oh, it's going to have to be better because I can't do steps up there because of the way the ceiling falls. Although I like how that looks. How did I swing that? Oh, because there's a full block there. Whoa. Sorry about that, guys. My mouse just did a little funky dance on me. Maybe. I wonder what would happen. What if we knock this out and throw... Yeah, I think let's try this. I don't think it's going to matter on the outside of this, and if it does, I can cover it up with dirt. But I think what we can do here is this. Yeah, and that's going to let us fill these in a little better. A little more desirable anyway. Oops, at least in my opinion. I don't mind the way these half slabs looked up there because we've got them all over the ceiling, but I think I want the tops of these big old fat columns to look a little more columny, and I think the way they were with just the half slabs up there was a little weird. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do... Yeah, I may as well do this, I guess, before I go outside. Yeah, that looks better. Oops. That one doesn't. Really? Third time's the charm, right? Looks like the night is starting to fall out there too. Yeah, that looks much better, in my opinion, which, since this is my Minecraft world, I guess that's all that matters, right? Nah, I guess if you guys think it looks sucktastic, I want to hear it. But, yeah, see, I can't place him in there. Okay, so I think that's going to work. Hello, guys. Having a little party in there. Oh, thank you, little zombie. You brought up one of my wood blocks. That was so kind of you. You know, those guys, maybe an unintended consequence or you know, unintended side that Mojang did when those guys started picking stuff up. Yeah, there's one of my torches too. When Mojang made it so the zombies would pick things up, it really made it a lot better. Like if I have mobs, the occasional mob that dies from dropping down too far and hitting the blocks, I guess the block pusher sometimes, if it's half extended, I don't know if it smears them on the wall or what it does, but it seems like every now and then I'll get a mob in the mob farm that'll die before he actually reaches the kill pit. And when that happens, their drops are way down where they're unattainable, unless I want to risk my life dropping down in there after a piece of spider string or something. But what I'm finding is the zombies are more than happy to drop down there, the survivors anyway, and help me out by picking up whatever and just carrying it on up for me. So that's a nice thing that they like to do for me. So yeah, alright, so this is starting to come along, I think, this little room. I think what I'm going to do, I didn't even show you guys, I actually forgot myself. I have some blue wool as well, or some wool now from the sheep, so maybe I'll try and do something kind of fun with that. Maybe I'm wondering if I should try and bring this fireplace back in over there. I kind of like that. I like the light it throws. The only problem is I've got to have a separator block in between where the fireplace actually is and this wood, or else it'll burn my whole area down here, and I definitely don't want that. So I think, let's see how I did it back here. That would be, what I just dug out would be where this stuff goes, so then I need 2-3 blocks back would be our cobble, or our stone brick wall. So let's just see what happens here. Alrighty. My trusty iron shovel that's about to eat it. That'll be okay. I'll have to figure something out to kind of hide this, but ah, come on now. Okay, there we go. And I think I'll throw some half slabs up here just to kind of cap that off, because I don't really care too much about how it ends up. Oh man, you know what? I already put that stuff away. Alright, well I'm going to go ahead and knock this out so I have a place for my nether rack that's going to burn forever in there. This is going to get covered up with half slabs, and then I'll throw steps here and here, and that will recreate kind of what we have happening over here. So yeah, man, this is great. We're definitely, this mob spawner's efficiency has picked up tremendously since you guys saw it last. I already got an extra bow I think I picked up, must have grabbed on accident, as well as some other items from those guys. Iron ingot, I'll take that. Thank you, Mr. Zombie. Really? Troublemaker. Yeah, I think I'm finding something about my YouTube series. If you guys want to play a drinking game at home, you could probably take a drink every time I say, really? And have a pretty good time watching my videos, so... if that's your thing, anyway. Yeah, okay. So I think... oops, don't need you anymore. That should give us plenty of light, as long as it doesn't burn anything down. It shouldn't, since it doesn't here. I guess I should probably continue this little bric-a-brac thing through here. Ooh, I wonder if I should do this as well. Around the edges, these full blocks around the sides would probably... it'd be a consistency issue. I think I like the way that looks enough to go ahead and do it. So let's go ahead and do that and see what the heck we're doing to the outside of our little temple thing, whatever we want to call it, later. Although that's going to affect this. I don't know. We'll see. Let's just do it and see what happens. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make some more of those guys, of course. I'm so cool, I've already knocked out my crafting table, so we'll throw that guy back down and see if we can keep from having a creeper destroyed again. No, come back. I think 24 is probably cutting it a little close. I'll keep 6 of those just in case we need them. Of course, all my torches that I've placed up there are now getting knocked off and destroyed, so I'll have to relight the roof again. It never ends, does it? At least not till you're done. Deep thoughts by Quicksilver. Yeah. Not sure I like the steps over here now. After all that trouble. I think we just turned out a little janky, but you know what? I can actually lower them down now and still get that same look. It'll just look like it's actually supporting a little better now because we have this little crown molding, I guess you could call it, around the top. So then, yeah. It's a little extreme, but I think I kind of like it, so we'll go with it. We'll live with it for a little while. And see how this looks out here as I get my blocks back. Yeah, I don't care. That looks fine. For a part of the build that we're probably not really going to see very much, I think that's more than acceptable. So let's go ahead and I think that's really all we needed to throw down. Maybe 1 or 2 over here. This area is probably overkill, but that's okay. Alrighty. So that's coming along a little bit. I want to do something to add some more interest to this wall. And I'm not sure. Not sure what I want to do to it. I think just slapping blue wool in there like a square is going to look kind of dorky. If I'm going to do that, I think I'm going to go with maybe a lapis block or something. Might be kind of cool. I guess I could do the water thing again, but I don't know. Let's see what lapis does there. I'll run over there and get some really quick and be right back. Okay guys, I am back. And I really like the way my lapis texture looks in this texture pack, the blocks. I think they turn out pretty cool, so I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. It feels a little bright to me, but maybe that's a good thing. I'm not sure. I'd really like to not have these torches down here, but I think, yeah, I have a feeling that's going to be way too low light level. What are we right here? 9, 8, yeah, this is 7 right here. So, I guess I'll throw these guys back in, as much as I don't care for them. I don't like how they break things up, but anyway, that's good enough. I think I'm going to call the enchanting room done for now. Okay guys, a little bit of a cut there. I think I just checked the time on my video, so I think I'm actually going to have to call this an episode. Like I said, I'm pretty pleased with how this room has turned out, but in the interest of time, I'm going to probably have to do the minecart elevator and maybe a little separate video, just something kind of a short to let you guys see how I do that. But I am afraid I'm out of time for this particular video. But yeah, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time.